sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Dallas Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he spins through. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, Kamara, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now they'll throw with Breeze. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That one goes for 24 yards. And on this first drive, looks like they want to get that vertical passing game going early.
And they did, and what a warning shot they just fired. If you're not going to back up and play coverage deep, we're going to attack you all game long. And once you adjust to that and you start to back off, then that opens things up underneath. A really nice start for them. Great way to get the game going.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. And he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Here we go.
It would appear Sean Payton's made the decision here. They will go for it on 4th. Breeze to throw for it on 4th. And he's got it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They get 6 yards going for it on 4th, and now it's 1st and goal. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Right there, 54, right? Shot! Kill!
They get it to him running left. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Lutz now to kick this one away. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. In on the tackle, Alex Okafor. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz.
Here you go. Got it. Here you go, 46. 46.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Alex Anzalone able to drop him for a loss of 12, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. And take it right on the 30. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Breeze now on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. shotgun now for Breeze. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. Breeze on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Breeze. And that is incomplete here. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Needed more than 3, but that's all they got. And it's fourth down. Here we go with Kamara. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They start on the ground with Elliott. Breaks a tackle. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to New Orleans after this.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 4-8. Here we go, 46 and 47.
Second down, Prescott. He'll buy some time right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They begin on the ground with Kamara. He spins free. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Defensively, it was Leighton Vander Esch up from his linebacker spot. defense leaves this one with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
Ready? You ready? 12. Monday.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before half for Breeze. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And his kick is right through. Lutz now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Prescott, a dump off to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept the...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
You go 46, 46. Gun. 46.
Prescott to throw it. Looking deep in the direction of Coop. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Gun. Here you go. Right there, over there. Right there. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. And incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe.
Here you go. 48. Here you go, 47.
Prescott rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ken Crawley. Cooper was the intended target.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
0-2.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Get set. Get set. Clear set.
They run it again with Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. Cut back to the left. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 91 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll try and get the running game going without it. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. Past the 20. 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 72 yards, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And finally brought down at the 38. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
So what's the old expression that quarterbacks like to use when they decide to throw the football? I'm looking for either a touchdown or a check down. And he took the check down on that play, and it worked almost to perfection.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Breeze. Ginn has it complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Back now here live in New Orleans. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Breeze now. He'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Malik Collins able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Swing to the field, right. To the right. Here we go, 47. Hey, 47. Here we go, 46. 46.
Out of his end zone, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Here we go, 46. 46.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott trying to lay one up deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for the Cowboys. 47 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside. and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gun. Here we go, 47. 46.
Prescott now on second down. Flush to his right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's third down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, I feel like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Got it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. He'll let it fly in the direction again. He's got a man complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 49 yards. A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
But he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Again, it's Kamara. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there from 17 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. What's good on the extra point? And a lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Lutz now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Switch, hey. 41's the whip. Here you go. Here you go, 46. 26.
Throwing. Prescott out to his left. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And now with the play clock winding down, Jason Garrett opts to take a timeout, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
46, 46. Here we go, 488. Here we go, 47, 47. 46.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep down, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Breeze now to throw. Bryant with a catch right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Breeze now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Breeze going to throw here. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Lutz now to kick this one away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. P.J. Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes up.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 54 yards. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So that'll do it.